Alright, so I'm gonna be debating Metalbat, Kojiro versus Adam, Record of Ragnarok Inverse. Keep in mind, I haven't finished the manga. He has more knowledge than me. Um, but I'll still slap because I'm a better debater. So come on now. Yo, what's it called? 19. Record this shit, bro.
Record what?
This debate. I'm finna debate
Zeus
Metalbat.
final form. Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay. Bet. Alright, yo, Metalbat. You there?
I'm
Alright.
good. Man, bro. You don't even know what shit to happen
Bro,
with,
I
bro.
literally haven't even finished the manga. So come on now.
Okay, bro. Come on, I'm doing the devil's advocate here, bro. All right,
Bro,
all right.
how is this devil's advocate, bro? What? Okay. So,
Bro,
okay, if you
because I
scroll
think
up,
Kojiro
okay, if you scroll
wins.
up, you'll see my scaling. So, the first scan just proves how he's like the most fearsome god. Second scan says how all gods are scared of him. Third scan says how when they say they're what's it called scared of him, he's the most fearsome god. It isn't just hyperbolic. It isn't a joke because he had killed the original 13th god. The fifth scan just proves how like two Greek gods are scared of him and they acknowledge that he's the
Is he
scariest.
already said it?
Yeah, just scroll up. The sixth scan just says how he's more godlike than any other god, right? This means two things at once, right? Because it also means how like how like he's like more godly than any other god because like he views other gods as like shit because of their actions aren't godlike because they ally with armies etc and that's not how the god should act. So but I'll get into why it's not just that and why it also means power later on. The seventh scan just proves, how like because people like to say that Zeus is literally what's it called, the gods of gods. Poseidon right there is stated to be the gods of gods as well. Now here's the part for the more godlike, for why it would mean speed and AP as well. The two last scan says how Kojiro surpasses the limits of humanity and has stepped into the realm of the god. So he's now god level. But look at that last scan, right? But unfortunately for Kojiro, his opponent was Poseidon. Therefore, the narrator is implying that Poseidon is above god level.
Okay.
So, what are your contentions?
I don't think I have a contention with this, bro.
I. So we could just go into like how like Adam has like copy and shit. We could just go into like abilities, or you could scale Adam above the gods as well, since it's pretty easy.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I think the quantification is gonna be pretty low, but okay.
Nah,
Let me do another
I
example.
personally, even if I might be wrong, even if it's a debate, I'm not even gonna rat on you because I personally think that Adam slaps the shit out of Zeus, and you know how like it's just retarded. Just go on.
We can discuss that after this record. All right, let me get the scan. All right, so are you aware of what Zeus's final form is? Like that wrinkled up state.
Zeus's final form, yeah, the one where everybody was scared of him. Yeah, I know.
So let me get to it real quick. So first off, it's currently getting it real quick.
By the way, currently, I'm not done with my scaling, but I just killed Poseidon above the 12 gods. Just saying.
I think it's only limited to the to how do I explain this? To specific gods. So for example, that I'm pretty sure that there's multiple statements where it shows the fact that Zeus is like I guess you say the father of the
No,
gods,
I
right?
disagree because I showed many consistency for why it's more gods, for why it's all the gods. Do you want me to go over? Because you had already agreed. You said I don't have any contentions, and then you were gonna move on to your Adam shit. So.
Fair enough.
hmm Bro, like realistically, I think Adam slaps. Not gonna lie. Let me see this.
So here, just showed that the fact that in attack points, even though the fact that do stand parallel. So let me show you the scan. In terms of the gods, there you go.
What did you say?
Let me get you another scan. I'm saying that the fact that his
Nigga, what?
attack potency, like his attack. I have a mic in my mouth right now. So pause.
You're cutting out, bro. Let me read this game.
Basically,
Involving controlling energy through the physical compression of muscle. Zeus would simply direct that power into his fist and release it into his first. It's simplicating most strongest strike. Oh, do you know the context of this? It's just basically, you know how all his forms, he went through all his forms, right? And instead of having like new abilities and shit, he focused all those earlier forms and put them into one strike. Like let's say for instance, right? There's Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, etc. And then there's this final form that combines all those forms and puts all that energy supply into one strike. That's what it means by that.
okay. So and you're saying the
So
fact
he's
that in
just
this
channeling
context,
energy basically.
so I'm saying the fact that in this context, it's only talking about his strongest strike inside of like his forms, right?
Yeah, I can get to the context. It doesn't mean that. It's talking about he channeled the energy of all his neutral forms. Hold up.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I'm saying, are you saying that the fact that, like, how do I explain this? Are you saying it's only limited to its own forms?
I'm saying that it's just the same power he has originally, just channeled into a new form.
That's fine. Okay, damn. And I was gonna show this game where he was able to copy and like beat him.
He was able to
After that.
what?
All right, hold on. Let me,
Sure, I'll
I
agree
said
to
I
that
would just.
just for the fun of it. I'll agree to it. That's fine. So, what are you trying to say here?
Hold on.
What Adam had even managed to copy Zeus's ultimate straight punch. Bro, this is so retarded, but okay. Like that shit, like he ain't even copying his punch. Like, oh my god, it's even explained right after that. But okay, continue,
All right.
Yo, 19K, you better be learning from this, you fucking nigger.
Oh my gosh, your mic is ass.
Huh?
Your mic for like 3 seconds when you talked about 19K, it turned so like robotically.
For
It
some
sounded
reason, no, this is my new mic, bro. What? I just bought a new mic, and you just told me this shit
your
robotic?
mics are ass.
This is my
No, like
PC's
It did
problem.
for like a
for like
second.
4 seconds.
Oh, no. Anyway, I just called you a nigger, and now you better be learning, you fucking goofy. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay.
So you're saying that like he just scales relative to like Zeus?
Yeah, I feel like a weakened version of Adam scales relative to Zeus. I can show you proof of that.
A weekend. So you're saying this is retconned and now like he got stronger?
I don't think he got stronger during this
So
fight.
then this
Well,
isn't a weekend. So then this isn't a weekend Adam?
right here. How do I explain this? He got a mental amp during the fight. I'm pretty sure during the fight,
Okay, nigga. Do you not know the difference between a mental amp
and
and
a
like
physical amp. Yeah, I do know the
it's
difference.
the same
I'm just
shit,
saying like
kinda.
the only
You
thing
know that, right?
stronger. How do I explain this? In the beginning, he was. This is so weird. It's such a weird argument. In the beginning, he was at his full power, but near like the end, where like Zeus turned into his finest form, there's a statement by Freya. And let me get you it. It stated that the fact that he was basically pushing his eyes to the limit just to avoid death, right? So let me
Bro.
get you the scan.
Yeah, I know that. I know that skin. Bro, Ace, I just slammed two niggas. I mean, currently this is my second. So,
Here.
hold up.
I found the original. I got a site for you. I sent you the link for the original manga thing.
I bet. Oh, wait, let me see this. Okay,
That shit, bro.
okay. Let's
It's
see.
hard as
By the way,
hell.
I would other scan where it shows like
So right
of him like
now, this is showing how like Zeus has like greater durability. You know that, right?
What do you mean a grid ability?
Because
This is
you
just
know how
proving
it's
them.
explained. You know how it was explained. You know Loki when he was sitting by Odin, he said, and like those two cups were representing them. He was like, if it was a durability fight, Zeus was what's it called? Adam would have won, and Zeus states that right after. He says, "You got me on my knees, etc." And that nigga took his last breath with that last punch,
Oh,
etc. So still, this is still relative, but I don't care. I'll agree to him being above Zeus because I want to have fun with my new hacks I gave this nigga Kojiro. So Adam and
sure.
Kojiro above the 12 gods, I guess. I'll agree to Zeus being above Poseidon just for the
Quantification.
fun of it.
Yo, Bone, why you doing this
Why
to
are
me,
you
bro?
lagging?
Okay, you know what? Okay, sure.
Okay. Okay, so
I
both of
ain't
them.
doing a devil's advocate, bro.
This ain't even devil's
Mm,
advocate, like nigga. Okay, I just made it so
It
fair.
is.
yo.
What do you mean?
I
Bo,
made this shit so fucking fair. Come on now.
yo, Bone, I actually got to tell you
Yes,
something before you continue.
my
What's
God,
up?
I hate you, Bone.
There's a lot more stuff that they put in the Japanese version than they did in the English. Like, there's hella more.
For real?
Yeah, like legit. They cut
Oh
like
yeah,
like
you
they
were
cut
telling me about
so
the
much more
kanjis. Did
parts.
like what's it called? Do they put like hella shit for Kojiro?
I haven't seen the thing. I think right now I'm in the Lubu and
Ah, the
Thor right
Lubu versus
now.
Thor. I bet. Anyway, Metalbat, continue.
Oh
I
look,
bet. That's fine.
okay.
So, do you want to? Okay, I just want to show you what my character's capable of, since now they're both like relative and speed and AP, I guess you could say. Now let me go to my Kojiro
Okay.
server. Hold up. This is gonna be fun, I guess. Let's go. Alright,
It's
so
not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be
I made
fun.
it so fucking fair, bro. We same AP, same speed. Like the fuck you mean, nigga? Hold up.
It's just unfair, bro.
How is it unfair?
It's
How
just
is it unfair?
unfair.
How is it unfair?
Shut up. It's just unfair, bro.
It's not even unfair. I put it literally. You have
It's
more
so
knowledge
unfair,
than me
bro.
on record of Ragnarok, bro. Like I'm literally just like what's it called? What's it
Shut
called?
up.
I literally not even finished with it. Like nigga, I made it so fucking fair.
What chapter are you on?
What? I finished the Hercules versus that stupid ass annoying bitch who has like that emotional eye shitty thingy majiggy.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Damn idiot.
Yeah, Hercules versus that other dude.
Oh,
The
you're talking
eye
about
thing,
Jack? Oh, that's
Yeah,
Jack. Oh, Jack. Oh.
yeah,
motherfucker said Hercules. Oh,
Jack. Let me just explain this.
Jack.
I bet.
I want to go
Jack
over
on her.
my I want to go over my character's abilities, all of them real quick, and then we can go into like what happened with like it
Okay.
would basically be like a kind of like an equal stats, I guess.
Our win cons? Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Alright, so the scans I sent just explain how Sasaki has like the ability to passively know your technique, know what you're going to do, dodge it, know your breathing, know what like when you're gonna blink, etc. That is one. That is just
Wait, could
explaining
you
his
repeat
like.
that? I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, so the scans I sent are just explaining how Kojiro has the ability to passively know what you're going to do, scan you, know your breathing, know when you're gonna blink, etc. And just avoid it. That's one win con.
I don't think it's passive, but I think
I think it's
it's when it's on a
passive
really low
because hold
time
up, let me
frame.
get you where it's passive. Hold up. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Kojiro has been watching Poseidon since he
Ragnarok
entered.
also.
What's
Hold up.
passive?
Look. Kojiro
Shut
has
up,
been
nigga.
watching Poseidon since he entered the arena. So like before even the fight even started, the scanning was already
Sorry.
activated. So
What are
it's
y'all
like
Sorry,
talking
could you repeat
about?
that?
so like basically before what's it called? It's like an instant. I'm not gonna say passive because we know Adams isn't passive as well, so I'll just lowball it. But Kojiro scanning is instant. It's automatic because it says Kojiro has been watching Poseidon since he entered the arena. He analyzed his what's it called? Scent, breathing, even the way Poseidon blinks, etc.
I told you passive.
I've said I'm finna lowball it. So it's just like automatic,
instantaneous.
instant, because we know that Adams is also instant. I'm just going over his abilities
So
at the
what now,
moment.
bro?
I'm just going over his abilities at the moment.
Oh, okay. So we agree on instantaneous, but not passive.
Instantaneous like scanning that just knows your abilities, etc. Now I'll keep going. Hold up.
But isn't it just a mental image? It's not like a perfect replica.
No, because we
Isn't
know
it?
how
It's like
that's what's very
like
important about this story, his backstory. You remember when every single time
mm,
he lost, because we know he never won a single fight, right? Every single time he lost to a person, he would literally beat the shit out of them in his like scanning, and it's stated by one of his masters that he verbatim surpassed them. So when he scans you, he surpasses you. It's not that he literally. That's what he even said. We know. Remember when he entered the dojo, he was like, "I don't."
that's
To that other fat ass dude,
that's not
he was like, "What's it called?" He was like, "I don't want to fight you because like I've already surpassed you." He was like, "You've already surpassed me." Well, he tries to attack him, and the nigga just surrenders because he already felt his aura, etc.
he okay. When he said it, that was because if you're using his backstory as a reference, when you're using his backstory,
Hmm.
he fought him like in the beginning. He lost, right? And what ended up happening is he left the dojo and came back, and he already said, "I surpassed you," because for like what, like a year or two, I think he started training and had a mental image for years.
Yeah, but
So
that's
this
not
mental image
against just one character though. You're
was
putting
years and years and years.
hold up. You're presenting it like if he took 2 years to just surpass that one nigga. We know that the only reason why it's said more than like many years is due to the fact that he was surpassing all the niggas from the dojos, etc.
Wasn't there a statement like saying the fact that that big guy was like one of the strongest in there though?
What? No, the master was in there.
No. One of the strongest. Now I'm not saying the
No,
strongest. I'm saying one.
there was a master, there was like an elder, there was many people stronger than that nigga. Hell no. And then we know that he
That's
went training
fair,
in
that's
the
fair
in
enough.
we
Then
know
again,
he went training in the nature, and he surpassed bears, etc. So like isn't you presented it like
okay,
if it was like that he
okay.
was training for 1 year just to surpass one nigga.
Yeah, but bone. When he came back in the backstory, he couldn't defeat the I'm pretty sure, well, you said the elder or like the master, whatever. He couldn't defeat him, and so he ended up doing
When
another training arc.
when did he not defeat him? When did he not defeat him? You
The
want me to
elder,
show you?
he
You want me to show you
elder.
verbatimly when he enters what they call it, the Kojiro's house, and he says, "Don't tell me you surpassed me too," and he touches that wall with his name on it. The fuck
That
you
was
mean he didn't
after.
surpass him?
Yeah. I thought that was after
Yeah,
that.
because he didn't scan
That
him
was after
yet. What?
was that not after another training arc? What?
No, he never uses precog. He never scanned him in the fight.
Wait. Let me fact check this real
Go ahead.
quick.
Like nigga.
Hold on. Let me go back to his backstory.
Yo,
I haven't read it in like a few months. Hold on.
Alright.
What's the backstory at?
yo, bone. Like legit, fucking Thor got a damn boost. It looked like on the fucking
Thor, he got
manga,
a boost.
Japanese.
What? Okay, bro. Don't spoil it
Like,
for me, bro. I'm literally just using rhetoric now because like I literally am just like at chapter like what 44.
it's
Like,
for Thor.
bet.
It's Thor. It's like legit the beginning.
Wait.
Oh shit, Zagami. Yo,
You
Gami,
say,
debate me right after this nigga. Hold up. Anyway,
Who the
Metalbat,
are you?
continue.
Oh, are you the dude that was in TikTok? Are
Yeah,
you
that's
that
me. That's
nigga?
me. Yeah, hello.
Oh, I was like fucking wondering. A random ass nigga. Alright.
so yeah, Bone, you want to know what happened to Thor
What
apparently in the
happened to Thor?
beginning when
What
he was
happened to Thor?
announced? Basically, so you know how they said that fucking, you know how they just said that like a multi-continental feat for damn,
Oh yeah,
for
with his
Thor
like
in the
hammer and
beginning?
shit. How he would throw, like he would destroy continents.
Literally, the fucking translation for the original shit said the Mjolnir who crushes Earth. So fucking crushes, like literally crushes the planet itself, not the fucking continents. Which is
Sheesh. Yes sir. Bet. Anyway,
so yeah.
yeah, I guess. Also,
currently going through his
to
backstory right
back
now.
up
Hold on,
my
you know.
statement, to back up what I'm presenting you right now, you know when he when he scans all of creation and everybody in the Valhalla, he steals all of the god's abilities just by scanning them, therefore proving that he can surpass etc. Because
Hold on, I'm trying
at the
to.
moment we're
What?
using a
What?
retcon. Hold up, at the moment we're using a retcon to debunk him when it's verbatim stated that his what's it called his scanning was only nigh omniscient at the time. You want me to show you that?
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Yeah, I'll
By
show
the
you.
way,
I'll show you.
before we
Hold
continue,
hold on.
what?
There. So like, at the time, his what's it called? His scanning was only nigh omniscient. Just putting that out there.
Motherfucker, when was this? Whoa, what? Hold on.
You don't read the
Wait.
pages. You know in the pages in the bottom they put the story so far and they explain what's going on. Do you not read that part, nigga?
I barely read that part, but hold on. Before we move on, I just want to show you this. There was a time skip. Like he came back to the JoJo to beat niggas up, and he did. And so after that, he got I guess you could say
I never
a
contended
fear.
that. I
Oh,
agree to that. I agree to that time skip.
you did?
I'm just saying that it wasn't one fucking whole year. I'm saying that it was 1 year because he was
Uh,
training himself for a year. It wasn't that he was because we see blatantly how he was like what's it called in the jungle learning the way of nature etc and fighting these random bears, snakes, frogs etc birds. And then he was also while doing
Wait,
all that he was also like what's it called scanning all the niggas in the dojo. We see how like when the master goes into his house, he literally says, "You don't tell me you surpass me too." Therefore, verbatimly implying that he surpassed all the people he scanned. So when you say 1 year, it isn't that it took him 1 year to surpass him to surpass all these niggas with the scanning. It's that it's 1 year for the whole time skip that it took him to go back to the dojo. You get that,
Wait,
right?
huh?
Let's
It took
okay. I'll give you an analogy real
time
quick.
to
I'll
go
give you
back
an
to the
analogy real
dojo.
quick.
Hold on.
Let me give you an
Let me fact
analogy.
check
Let
that
me give you
stuff.
an analogy. Hold up. So let's say there's like what's it called? I surpassed all these niggas in less than 20 minutes, right? And then for the rest of these like 11 months, right? I legit just eating food in my house. You get it? It didn't take him 1 whole year to surpass all these niggas. He was just training in the jungle
What?
by himself and getting better. But at the time he had already surpassed them.
You cut off for me. What did you say?
Right? So basically,
What's
I
your
gave you the analogy and I proved why it's not just analogous due to the fact that he was just training in the jungle by himself, just getting better, faster, etc. Yeah, that scan just further backs me up. Thank you.
okay? I'm a bit confused on the point we're on right now because from my knowledge, what I
It's
heard was
Adam
like
versus Kojiro.
because I'm pretty sure your earlier thing was saying that the fact that that basically when he came back to the dojo and you know when he like put his hand in front of like the guy and like he split
Yeah,
open it was just a
yeah.
mental image, whatever. You said that I'm pretty sure I don't want to strong man you, but I'm pretty sure what you said was when he came back that first time, the fact that he already surpassed everybody inside the room, and so that's why I sent the two scans of where that wasn't necessarily true, and the fact that the first time he came back, he got fear induced and was stated and it was shown that
Yeah,
that he was way
you
weaker.
know why that is the case? Because we see
Why?
that he had yet never fought the master. That's why he surpasses the nigga. Remember when he puts his hand out and the nigga surrenders? Right after that, 5 seconds after, he says, "Will you do me the favor of what's it called, fighting me?" He says, "Gladly," and beats the shit out of him. Goes back to his house, scans the nigga, right?
Once he
Then he
wait,
says
wait, wait.
verbatimly, hold up. Then the master verbatimly says, he touches the wall and says, "Don't tell me you surpassed me too." You get that, right?
Okay, pass me the scan where he beats him up
Sure. He
because
doesn't beat
I
him up.
understand
He
where.
just verbatim says he surpasses him. Hold up. Because we know he always
But
lost
you
every
said the fact
fight. So
that
because we
whatever.
no it wouldn't be no and we know this is like what's it called. We know this wouldn't debunk me in any way because he never won a single fight. He won every fight with his scanning though.
What?
Did you not hear me or something?
Bone.
Bro,
Bone. No.
your mic went like sick.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like,
okay.
like sometimes
So
your mic
basically,
seems like
I'll explain. Hold up.
that's why I'm saying, wait, what?
Hold up. Yo,
So confused.
yo, I'm back. So basically what I was
Yo,
saying,
Bone, so confused right now.
yo, can you hear me?
Okay, wait. Before you go on, because I'm not trying to get confused again. I wanna make sure the point we're on, so I can fully comprehend what you're saying. Because sometimes you sound like a cyborg, and sometimes you sound normal, right? So first off, right now with this scan, you said the fact that inherently, I'm pretty sure I'm not trying to straw man, but you're saying the fact that whatever his name is, your girl, I forgot his name. Whatever
Look,
that
you're
guy's name
sounding
is,
stupid and
he's able
miscontributing
to
my
basically
argument
escape.
already. So let me explain it. Let me reaffirm my argument, okay?
Mhm.
Okay. So basically what I was saying is that you said that we see that after this training, he goes back into the dojo and loses to the master. Correct? Now, what I said for that is that he never trained to fight against the master because he never fought him in the first place to even be able to scan him. Then, right after, when we see when he puts his hand out and the nigga surrenders, 5 seconds later, he says to the master, he says, would you do me the honor of fighting me, etc. The nigga says gladly. He gets beat up, then goes to his house. When he's done scanning him, look at the scan I sent you. You surpassed me too. So he fights you, then surpasses you because he scanned you already.
Okay, wait,
So
wait,
the
wait,
reason
wait,
why
Bone.
he lost
Oh,
in
okay,
that
wait. I understand
hold
it.
up.
I
I'm not
understand it.
done. I'm mid
Wait.
sentence. So the reason why he lost was due to the
My fault,
fact
my fault.
that he had yet never scanned him yet. Yeah, you keep
Okay,
okay. That's
I disagree with.
retconned. That's
We
before
know
he
the fact that he
scanned him.
did scan him.
That's
We,
retconned.
huh?
That's retconned. That's before he scanned him. Oh my god.
It's before he scanned him. Hold on. Let me read your scan real quick. Hold on.
Sure. Damn, this is going circular. In fact, right after this, like after you give
What
a
are y'all
review,
even
can we just
arguing
conclude?
about, yo? What are y'all even like? What
Right,
point
because
are
he's
you
like
guys
trying to
on?
argue how like when you scan somebody, you don't surpass them, and he's just being retarded and going circular. So I want to conclude right after this, like the point.
I mean,
Wait,
not
no,
all.
I'm confused on what point we're on right now. Look, I'm just contending some of the things you're saying. I'm just saying that the fact that he did scan him. You said it was retcon. I just read your scan. Can you elaborate on why it was retcon? And
Right?
another thing is the fact that we know
It's
the fact
retconned.
that he
It's
never went back to
retconned.
the dojo.
Okay. Nigga, if
Whatever
shut the
his
fuck up
the
real
old
quick, bro.
man to his house after years
Bro,
later.
hold up. Oh my god, let me speak. Oh my god, right? Let me elaborate. You're telling
Well,
me to
my fault.
elaborate on why, what I'm trying
I
to
was
argue, then let me talk, right? So basically, it's retcon due to the fact, let me give you knowledge like for why it's retcon, right? You're using like, let's say we're doing like Umineko and you use like what they call episode 1, Battlers like above Burnt, and then like episode 3, like what they call Burnt, like just beats up the shit out of Battler, and you still want to use the episode 1. That's retcon, and I'll explain why this is the case. Because right now you just sent me a scan of when the master beats the shit out of Kojiro before Kojiro had ever fought him to even be able to scan him. We see right after he loses, right? He goes, right? He's blind and he goes to the nigga's house and he says, "Don't tell me you surpassed me too." So my whole point here is that when Kojiro scans you, he surpasses you.
We know that if okay, can you quantify the time it took for him to like surpass him with the scan?
How
The
much
scan.
time? Right?
That's
Okay,
weird.
right. Okay. So
I don't.
basically,
Hold on,
okay,
bro.
I'll
Hold on,
explain
bro.
something. I don't need to okay, I'll explain why I don't
I'm
need to
not done yet, bro. Hold on. Let
You
me
made
speak.
an
I let you.
assertion and I want to address it real quick. The
Yeah.
quantification.
Hold on.
Let
Wait
me
on.
address the
But let me just.
quantification real quick. I want to
I,
address the
I wasn't done
quantification.
yet.
That's fine. You can give
Huh?
your other point later on. Let me just get address the quantification point, right? So basically,
Okay.
don't forget that this is like before his scanning was absolute. Like before it was insanely better, right? So at this point, it takes him like a lot of time, but no, because right after, right, when it becomes like fully omniscient, etc., right, he scans all of creation and it verbatim says he steals all the powers from all the gods. So there is no time anymore. It makes it absolute. You want me to send you that scan?
But currently, Bone, we're arguing about this young state, which I'm trying to explain my debunk. I understand why you sent the other scan now, but I'm just trying to give you my contentions about this. I'm saying because currently I'm saying the fact that the time frame of where of whatever. Oh yeah, and but before I continue, I want to address your analogy. I don't think it's retcon because, for example, there could be things that you left out. For example, if Battler beat up whatever that guy's name is in
Okay, just
episode one,
conclude.
and after that, the episode three, whatever his name started beating up him. One, there could two, there he could have been amped, etc. You know what I mean? So I don't think that
Okay.
analogy would have fit the scenario because there was things missing from there. For example, he could have gotten an amp, could have got stronger, a training, etc. Right? But
Okay,
with
okay.
this, we know that and because right now you're making the claim. Hold on.
You sound stupid. Okay, yo,
I
yo,
just
yo,
realized. I
Metalbat,
just
give your
realized that the
points.
bulk of my
Hold up, give
entire
your points. Hold
argument.
up, I'm not. Hold up. Before you begin again, give your points, and then we can just
Uh,
conclude because this is circular already. I've already refuted everything.
yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I just came up with the debunk to everything I was saying. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm just saying, can you quantify I at least back in his early days, can you quantify the time
I already
of
did. That's why I'm saying we can
how
conclude
much it
this
took him
circular.
to surpass? Because we already know. Hold on, because we already know that the fact that for example, the skin I sent you control up, it took him years or a baseline from what we have. It took him at least baseline a few years to fully scan him and to
Yeah.
fully surpass.
Okay. You done? Can we conclude
And we
now?
also know the fact that, he did get that mental image in that
Bro,
scan.
stop bringing like irrelevant points. I've already debunked all this. We can conclude.
Yeah, we can conclude. That's fine.
Okay, 19K and Ace, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm just
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
okay, I'll give my okay. So basically, this whole point
So
was
I
we're
want to go over
concluding on the
one
point,
thing
okay?
first. I was barely even paying attention
Okay,
because
okay,
I don't
that's
know if I
fine.
was actually supposed to judge this.
Okay,
Now I
okay,
Hold on,
have
okay,
to.
Blanca, are you
okay,
serious?
okay, that's fine.
I was
Okay.
Gami
just
and Ace.
recording, but I
Okay,
didn't know
okay,
how to
shut up,
judge
bro.
from
Shut
it.
up real quick.
Gami, don't
Gami and
bring me
Ace were
into
here when I
this.
said some very specific things to just make me win the point. So I don't really care. Anyway, so I'll just give my
Bro,
what's it
I
called
was trying to
conclusion.
find the Adam fight.
Okay,
I
okay, I don't
wasn't
care. I'll
Okay.
just give my
listening to
conclusion real quick. So basically, um, what's it called? Metalbat was just trying to get me to prove for why, like, what's it called? When you scan somebody, you would surpass them, etc. I brought up how, like, what's it called?
Oh, I was there.
When he scanned everybody in the dojo, and back then he says, what's it called? The master says, you don't tell me you surpassed me too. So when he scans you, he surpasses you. He brought up the point how a retcon point, in fact, he brought up how when he fought the master, he got negged, right? Yeah, that's fine because he still haven't scanned him. He never fought him yet.
you.
So right after that, he goes to his house and he says he surpassed him. So he's just using retcon shit, right? Um, I gave an analogy for why, like, what's it called? My analogy was that, let's say, for
Yo.
instance, you use an episode one Battler versus Burncastle, and Battler beats the shit out of Burncastle in episode one. Then in episode eight, Burncastle beats the shit out of Battler, yet you're using the episode one feat, right? Which is exactly what he's using because he's using
Bro.
something from before he even
Bro.
scanned him and before he surpassed him, so he's using retcon shit. Then my next point was how
Okay, bro.
he said I want you to quantify how much it takes you because right now it's only been a year. I said two things. It wasn't a year. It was just that because what's it called? Right when he fought them, he what's it called? The master goes to the dojo and he sees how he surpassed everybody from the dojo, right? And then he says, okay, but it was still 1 year. I said no, due to the fact that the 1 year was him training himself in many other ways, like in the jungle, etc. Then he says, okay, that's fine, but can you prove it's like instant, like quantify the speed? I said, okay, I don't think I would due to the fact that right now this is only nigh omniscient. His scanning is limited, and then when he scans all of creation, he steals instantly all of the God's powers. He doesn't rebuttal that or ask me to prove all that. So in conclusion, I think I stomped on this point and I just won. That is my conclusion.
To the point, y'all not concluding the debate.
No, we
No,
are
this is
technically.
just a point for like if he can like instantly what's it called surpass you when he scans you. That's it. And I think I won the point. I justified why. I'll mute myself now. Metalbat, you can continue.
Bruh.
Okay, so I'll get my
Bruh.
Okay. So first off, I think his analogy was disanalogous, and I explained why. I believe the analogy he gave was about let's say Battle beat up whatever his name is, Burnthouse, and Burnthouse. And on episode 3, Burnthouse ends up beating Battler. I don't think it's retcon. I feel like the fact that there can be things left out. So, for example, Burnthouse can be Ant in that episode. Burnthouse could not have gone a trending arc between those episodes, right? And etc. Right? There can be things that can be left out, and so I feel like that would be disanalogous. Another thing is I did refute the fact that it was instant, like that it was I know I actually agreed that it was instantaneous. Yes, I did agree on that. I'm pretty sure one of the other points is the fact that I brought up, can you quantify the time frame inside of inside of the thing, and I even went off a logical assumption of the fact that it did take a few years. He then said the fact that well he was actually doing this with his body and stuff, and this is why the main reason I brought up can you quantify how long it took, right? Because then that could have taken a day, could have taken a week, could have taken a few months, right? And if you can't quantify the time at the time frame it took him, then you can't make the assertion, oh yeah, it's going to be this time frame without proving it, right? So that's why I feel like that point would also be dismissed. I would also feel like for example, I didn't send the scan, but using what he used, he did inherently scan him. We know that the fact that after he loses, he scans you and copies other animals and etc.
You never brought
And
this up, so don't use it in your conclusion.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but basically that'd be something else. But yeah, that I feel like that inherently just be my conclusion, I guess, without adding anything else. I got tagged.
I think I justified everything he was asking me to prove. Okay, Ace, you can give your verdict, and Gami as well, or 19K as
All
well. I
right,
don't
so
care.
like my verdict is like I didn't listen to shit, so like I'm gonna give it to Ace.
Okay.
That Ace can go ahead and give his verdict.
Bro,
Bro, like you didn't expect me to be here, like
Okay,
because
bro.
like I
You
legit.
okay? You at least heard the last part, so that's the only thing that matters. You don't need because we're just concluding on this specific point. We're not concluding on the Poseidon shit, the above all the gods shit. No, we're just concluding on this. And I know you heard this, so just like give your justification real quick, and we can just move on.
I'm just being honest with you. I haven't fucking paid attention either. I
For
legit,
real.
like, I
Okay.
legit, like,
Yeah.
Bone, like, bro, you know, I'm like, Bone, you know, I'm like legit, like, looking into the original manga thing, right?
Okay,
That's what
oh
I've been
my
doing. I
god.
haven't yet
Okay,
to
I just
find a good
reaffirmed it to
one.
Metalbat and see if he's not
Remember that?
retarded. Okay, Metalbat, right? Your argument is, right, that I just have to discuss it now and just convince you because the judges are
hold on,
assholes.
wait. Whoa. I think I understand why I lost already.
No,
I
okay,
listen.
I'll explain why though, right? Because, right, basically you were
Okay, you
telling me
lost. Bet.
exactly, right? You were telling me
Done.
for why, what's it called, quantify the speed for when he scans you. I told you right after that, right? He's still nigh omniscient at the time. He still needs time in this moment, right? Because he's still his scanning wasn't what's it called still getting better. But right after that, he scans all of creation and instantly gets all of the God's powers. You didn't rebuttal that. You didn't ask me for scans for that, etc. Then your other point was what's it called? Yeah, but I want you to quantify the what's it called, the time, etc. Because this could have taken a week, a year, etc. I told you that when he scanned them, he surpassed them, and then at the rest, he was just training in the jungle, etc. But this wouldn't even matter due to the fact that this is still retcon because this is like what chapter something before he got amped, right? Before he got his insane new scanning and scans all of creation. Then you were saying what? You gave an analogy to prove why my analogy was disanalogous. You were saying, oh, but you're leaving parts out for, like, for instance, he could have got an amp, etc. That's exactly what's going on. He got amped because right after he surpasses his master. So it's not disanalogous, and you're just proving me right.
We're on the point of the retcon. I'm pretty sure like one of the sub points, but
Yeah,
okay.
that's just my point. That's my point that he can instantly, when he scans you, he surpasses you. That's my point.
I don't think I would have lost on on that sub point about the disanalogous thing, but yeah, I would agree. I lost on this point though. I would agree on that.
Okay, so then
Yay.
so then when he's okay, so then when he what's it called? That's just one of my win cons. I'm not gonna say I win right out the bat because of that, because I still want to go over many things, right? So that's one of my win cons for why. What's it called? When he surpasses you, when he scans you, he surpasses you. That's instantly okay. Now let me go on with more things, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
I try to go to conclusion now.
Okay, so you're aware that like now that we have that, I think he has the same thing Adam has. Here it is. Since we agreed that his scanning is like what's it called?
No,
Hold up.
I don't have any defenses against this, so I just lose.
What?
Yay!
What don't you have
Now
defenses
I can do
against?
mine and go
You
to
literally
bed.
have copying abilities, etc. Like, bro, what?
I don't feel
Bro. All right, let's debate.
I bet
Cause
I GG Metalbat.